bad view to sit and wait for a tour. That's the ferry coming in from Corsica. Can't get any closer with this camera, sorry. Waiting for a tour. Don't know what it looks like, I don't know. I'm beginning to wish I hadn't booked it. I'm having a bit of a panic attack actually. But there we go. We just went in, got the time wrong. I thought it was 1 instead of half 1. So we've just been in the Hard Rock Cafe for 5-10 minutes to have a drink. So I've had a beer, which I probably shouldn't have done, but it's calmed my nerves a bit. Somebody made comment on the vlog that I can't possibly have all the things I said to have because I'm out and about. Well, people, you have to fight it. If you sit in the corner shaking, which I have done, then you're never going to do anything in life. And I have a daughter that needs and deserves more than that. So it's her that drives me on. Ah, look, this could be it.
The statue of Apollon, which is the fountain of Apollon.
Yeah, we had dinner at
friends, so.
Yeah, we had dinner there last night. Had to be
The Green Way.
The Green Way, is that what it's called?
It's crossing all this between the old city and the city of the Golden Age.
Okay.
So at the origin it was just a river here, but now it's covered everywhere.
Oh, I see, okay. Lots has changed. I was here 30 years ago. 30 years, yeah, so lots has changed. The trams.
The tram, yes.
Yeah.
And even the old city, they refurbish
yeah.
really well.
Yeah, it's looking good, I have to say. Very impressive. We ought to come back. I like these bags. Yeah, and they look like they're handcrafted, don't they? As opposed to these mass-produced things you get.
Yeah, because there's not many of the same, is there?
No, I like
Can I
them.
leave you for a minute?
Yes, we won't steal your car.
Don't live with it. I leave the contact for the air cooler.
Okay. Right.
They really don't trust us.
Let's go. So, Bear Fam, we're in a tour vehicle on our own. Ellie's yawning because she's bored already. We haven't even started. And the chap has just walked off and left us. That's the old town up there, which we've shown you before. I'm not quite sure why the people couldn't go to where we went, because we travelled further to get to the meeting point than they have. Gets rid of it.
Yeah.
I know. You haven't really got bad acne, love, but
Yeah, I do.
do you know what I was thinking this morning? We all have. That pretty girl was walking down the hill as we went down the taxi, and I was thinking, oh, you're gorgeous, why can't I be like you? And then I thought, you know, I bet she's got some insecurity, because every one of us has something that we're insecure about.
I hate my fat legs.
Yeah, I hate my double chin now, and I hate my fat gut, and so on and so
I
forth.
have my double chin.
But you've got to enjoy your life. You've got to find pleasure.
Very attractive.
The Dalai Lama says, pleasure's one thing, but you've got to find happiness. Which is an odd thing to say, but when you think about it, some things give you pleasure, but do they make you happy? I'm reading a book of the Dalai Lama. It's very, very interesting. And it makes me sound like I'm intelligent, and I really aren't. Kaylin has this thing about anything that's neon green. I don't know if it started before or after we got to the airport and she bought the neon green scrunchie.
After, isn't it?
However, Ellie has also now got a thing about neon peachy orangey.
I just like my colour as well. Is that Tommy Hilfiger?
So it's all
And then I see my colour too.
become a bit odd.
My favourite colour is this. And this.
And here we sit. It'd be funny if he never came back and we were sat here all afternoon.
Well, I could just drive
What would we do? We'd get out and leave the car.
Drive off.
Drive off. Why would we drive off? Then we get accused of stealing the vehicle.
He's the one who left us in the boy. He's the one who left us in the
That wouldn't make any difference. You just have to get out, lock it up, and
I wouldn't lock it up, I'd just leave it on.
take the key. I'd get out, lock it up, and take the keys back to the tourism office. I think.
It's a net, and behind there is windows, of course, and people are working. So we call it the square head.
That's weird.
The Americans translate with blog head.
That is weird.
And there is a hotel with that same concept, the Marriott, and another monument, another building in Villeneuve-Loubet also, with a head and a building.
So it's the same architect?
Same architect with for the Marriott and same concept. Sacha Sosno, the designer.
Model.
Yes. So you can see many Sosno in the hotel of La Colombe d'Or in Saint-Paul-de-Vence, for example.
That is cool.
It's great. They wrote this earlier, I hope the next group too. And of course, don't try to come here in May unless if you book your hotel 2 years before.
2 years before.
And for the area between here and Antibes, sometimes the hotels give you the obligation to book for the period of the festival in 15 days.
Wow.
Because if you don't do it, somebody will do it. The palace of the festival, with first the entrance of the city theater, which is also used during the film festival for projections, and then the place where the movie stars are driven and walk up steps, les marches, the steps, right there. Alors, if you want, I can leave you here for about, let's say, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Meet you at 3 o'clock here,
Okay.
and you can go around, go to the beach, go to the red carpet, why not? And enjoy the ambience of Cannes. Then after I show you a little bit more, and we continue to Antibes.
So I can't see the screen, people, so I'm hoping you're seeing something. My phone has decided to die a death. This is Cannes. That is the sea. Cannes. Those two are just interested in getting in the shade.
Can you take a picture of us? Just of us? Thank you.
The yacht's over there. There we go. Ice creams. Mother is not as stupid as she looks. God, these two are so grumpy because they've been got out of bed before midday. Who's getting out of that, people?
Can I try your Powerade? Never tried Powerade.
I just need a boost.
I have water in my bag.
Yeah, my neck's hurt. Need a bit of extra sugar today. How tall are those palm trees? Tall and skinny. Oh, they carry on. Oh, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. That's pretty. Look, that is. Peter Freshad. Something. I don't know if you can read them. Some of them you can't read.
All 91, 92, aren't they, really?
And more prestigious.
What is the weather like in May?
Alors, it's funny, May is not the best month really because you have lots of risk of rain.
Right.
But when the weather is good, it's really very good. The blue is a deep blue, the sky is like crystal.
Beautiful.
It's not raining more than 50 days a year in this area.
Right.
And this year maybe less. Now, imagine you're a movie star, I'm your driver like I've been, and we are arriving in front of the red steps. I will stop where is the little train, then you will sign the gold book and walk up steps between the paparazzi.
Between the polaroids.
Not likely.
Yet, little girl,
Should have turned it off, right?
and La Croisette,
Haven't been off
the
long.
little cross is here. I think it's here. It used to be here. Voilà, the two islands, the Bay of Cannes and La Croisette, the little cross facing the Fort Royal on your right. With ahead again the peninsula of Antibes, the next drive we're gonna do, and the hills. This is California Hill, and after this, you see it's pretty green, even if it's built. It's big mansions, huh? Voilà. And here you find only public beach. It's very narrow. Here on your left, the Parc Camille Amélie, ex-property of the family Meunier, followed by the park of the Chateau Scott, Castle Scott, family Poulain, two chocolate family. They were producing chocolate, and Poulain is still a very famous brand like Meunier, and they were concurrent with botanic garden collections of plants. So that hillside is now like a jungle with only exotic plants.
Yeah.
But you were from where in England?
Dorset.
Dorset.
The Dorset. Oh, it's not really.
Very much like here, seaside, but not as pretty.
And not as hot.
Definitely not as hot.
Oh,
And not as many yachts.
so the difference is the sunshine.
Definitely.
And the yachts.
Well, the yachts come because of the sunshine.
The yachts come because of
The
money.
difference is the size of the toys.
Yeah, the size of the toys.
I want one.
Yeah, well, we best work hard in life.
It's really good one.
I feel it's more luck than work.
Yeah, don't let Justin have one.
But I'm sure you have more ocean life or sea life with more fishermen, birds, more activity on the sea. Here, the yachts are docked, they move a little bit, they don't go very far.
Just a
Wouldn't that be
floating,
It's like
floating
if
palace.
you have a second residence that you use sometime.
What's the point in it then? Why spend so much money?
Because it proves to people that you've got money and it's all about status out here.
They're tiny compared to the other ones.
Boys and their toys.
This city is a rendezvous principally during August for the Parisians. The Jewish community like to come here. It's funny because they spend the year together and they come here to spend holidays together. Everybody, but also this one. We approach the center. If Mr. 74 wants to drive a little bit, it will be nice. Alors here you find only summer rents.
Souls is for rent.
Yeah. Saint-Paul-de-Vence.
That's because the sun doesn't shine on a regular basis. But look at Weymouth Beach. When it is nice, you can't see the sand for people.
Yeah, but there's no
The
shops
store
or
will
anything.
stay open all the night.
No. But people don't have the money to spend in England that they do. Yeah.
Yeah. 7 days a week during the season. And this is the little place where everything happened. They rebuilt the casino. It was vintage before. Here was a cocktail bar. Here a Brazilian music bar and cocktail. Jazz music at Le Cristal just in front and cocktail. Ice creams, crab, casino, one nightclub in that street, one behind the Cristal, one in the other Carrefour. Voilà, so imagine how the night can be, especially during the weekend and all the holidays. And a very, very tiny place, but crowded. And behind the beach, with also private party, everything. No, it is a little bit more select. The Pine Tree Park, La Pinède, and on the right, the beach where is the podium of the jazz festival, which is recorded on TV, and they show it all year long. At the end of the night, usually there is many bands who comes to play together. They meet, they do improvisation. It's
So that's July, isn't it?
July.
Oh, no, I did.
Look at the area. The Hotel des Carpes on the right, the real building, but it's facing the islands. The view is amazing. That's something you've seen on many movies, a kind of scenery. Of course, I recognize it every time.
I think I should settle for a paddleboard. There's a dog on that rock.
There's a dog on a rock.
There was like a rock sticking up like in the middle like that.
Oh, right, a dog on it.
And then the dog sat on it with the woman.
That's the Antipolis. Usually there is the big white yacht of Abramovich, but I can't see it.
Oh, is that there?
Is it that one?
That's a black one, yes.
Oh, Mum.
Looks like a commercial ship.
No. It's just a small private.
Small?
It's a football club owner.
This is a yacht, the others are just little boats.
That's my boat.
We spoiled here.
Got a jet ski.
What's little and what's big.
every year. Oh, I like the dog. Have the same.
That dog is cute.
Alors Antibes with the two bell towers, in fact 2 towers. The bell tower of the church on the right, and then on the left the donjon of the Grimaldi Castle, which is now the Picasso Museum, and the wall protecting the old city, who have been built by the Romans, because it was a Roman city. So let's go to the old town of Antibes, which is very pretty, even without the market.
So we've got time to walk around.
Yes.
the market now.
5 minutes.
Only 5?
10. Okay, 15. We can back in. The Silicon Valley, but also Fort Carré, which is a sports center, a sport institute, where also many athletes come to practice and perform all year long because of the weather condition, but also the geographic condition, different altitude, the sea, the land, the mountains behind, everything. We have lots of athletes who are performing in Antibes.
Like
French
the
and
peacock.
foreign
We have
athletes.
training, yeah?
Training,
Really like
yes.
the peacock.
Oh, is it real Tommy or is it just a sign? No, it's real Tommy. Alright, what do you want to do? Super dry over there? Just want a womble or you want to sit and eat? We haven't got time to sit and eat, have we? Get Kayla something to eat. I thought it was a La Marie. It's not La Marie, it's a hotel. Yeah, I know how long we got. Want to go in the super dry shop or not? Anybody want to go in the super dry shop? No? Yes. Come on, I do. Except nothing fits me in there. Apart from the men's. You don't want to go in there? Alright. You were behind, I thought. Let's shop down there, might be some food I can get for Kane then. So here we are in Antibes. Never been to Antibes. Not to my knowledge anyway. I did wonder why you wanted to go in there. I don't think I've ever been here to my knowledge. I went to Cannes, but I don't think I went to Antibes. And what is round this corner? Pandora. Pandora.
That is Apple too.
Oh, that's my perfume. Well, that's the same shop again. Yeah. Okay. We'll just go down to the. I'm just going down there to look at the square, and then we'll walk back up again. You'll have to wait for me. I don't care. I've paid a lot of money for it. No, that's the bit that I'm not liking. I mean, and he doesn't slow down for things when he's pointing things out, but he's just driving pretty quickly, isn't he?
He probably has a time limit.
All right, Gussie. I'm just saying, when you've paid 50 quid a head, it's just not sort of what I expected. 34 degrees, that thing says. Outside the pharmacy. It's pretty.
Right now.
Alright, yes. Jack and Jones. Jack and Jones. Okay, we're back again. Having walked all the way down here, people, we've now got to walk straight back. Because we're on the time limit. Like that white dress. No time for shopping. I'm thinking this might be... We're fairly near here tomorrow at the water park. I quite fancy spending some time here. It's quite a nice little place.
Get one.
You want one?
No, I don't want one.
AOL. AOL.org.
They got pictures. Ooh, mind the little baby. Texto. Seems to be the place to come and start a posh shop. Make loads of dough. Work away, is that what she called it? I'm gonna have a look at that. Between that and dog sitting around the world, I'll be fine. Oh look, shells, and those two are made for you two. There, one orange, one green necklace with shells. If I had time, I'd go in there and buy them for you. Well, basically we don't. Moving on. Dear. I don't like being rushed. This is what I don't like about tours. I don't like the rushing thing. The constantly having to look at my watch all the time. Oh, my back. S'il vous plaît.
And my name? So today is 27.
For the people on the jet skis and for the people from the boat.
Quite possibly.
Because they keep going up to the boat back of the boat.
Yeah, that's probably people lying on the sun deck.
You don't need my telephone.
No, just your members.
Oh no.
Looks like almost like a destroyer for the evening, isn't it? Driving.
You see we are just behind the Marina Baie des Anges.
Yeah.
It's quite nice because behind is the access to the apartment and everybody has a sea view and the crossing apartments, by the way, which is better for the air. That's good. So when you visit a village like Saint-Paul-de-Vence or Aise, always think that at the origin, where you find the studio and the gallery or the souvenir shop, it was caves. Saint-Paul is the name of the village. Vence is another city which is higher, elder than Saint-Paul, by the way. And there is plenty other village whose name is Saint-Paul, São Paulo, in Brazil, for example. So Saint-Paul by Vence, Saint-Paul-de-Vence, on the way to Vence. There is another Saint-Paul which is inside of a forest, for example. We say Saint-Paul en forêt, Saint-Paul in the forest, etc., etc. You wrote it differently, you spell it the same way. Here is like Monte Carlo, huh? You have a runabout, a famous restaurant and a casino.
Casino, supermarché.
Supermarché. Yeah, it's always somebody said that you're always gambling. There is many casino. It's also a name of supermarket. So the two bells tower, the Provençal one over the city hall, the donjon, and the church on the left. So it's a metallic structure for the wind can cross without damaging, offering less resistance. You have a good photo of your finger? Okay. Then here is the little school. I try to show you something again. Allez, I'm very generous today. 45 minutes.
Anything you fancy?
4 che vuole assaggiare.
Put it in your bag, I suppose. Huh? No. You want to go inside, yes? Right. Have you not understood a word he's been talking about? Right. It's a medieval. Right. Some bloke built the wall to protect the king. The king then left. But the inside village has never been touched ever since the 1400s, whatever. So it's the only living example of everywhere else gets modernised, and things get knocked down. People build a wall, someone puts a bloody garden shed up. This place is supposedly as it would have been in the days of old. Anybody that's selling anything is living in a cave where the people that had their animals had to live with them. Otherwise,
The people who are selling stuff live in the cave.
the people here that are selling stuff would have the location in the dark when this was a village would have been the stables plus their sort of living accommodation, because people slept with their animals to stop them being stolen. The other thing he's talking about, I'm not an art buff, but I recognise names like Picasso and Césaire, or if he keeps going on about Cézanne. For some reason, this place is full of art by very famous people. So, like the cat, and if you're not an art lover, it'll mean absolutely zero to you. If you don't know, if you've never seen a Monet or a, that's cool. But for some reason, I didn't quite understand.
Toe like you did.
There's a cannon there. Want to sit down?
Right.
For some reason, all the artists of the day came and made their. Oh my god.
Rubble in it.
Okay.
Why that got loads of rubble in it?
I don't know, because it's not a cannon anymore. Well, it is a cannon, but it's not a cannon. Oh, this is slippy. I can't go very fast, Gus. Do you want to go off without me? Because I can't move very quickly. And I want to look at some of this art. Ice creams, anybody? You want to get an ice cream or I look at these? No? Not your cup of tea? I like the one at the back. Yeah. Yeah. That would look good at home.
That would smash on the way
Oh, I
home.
like the butterflies at the back. That's you two all over.
Us two?
Look at the colours used in it. Oh gosh, you're. Oh, the bear. Is it a bear or wolf?
A wolfy bear.
Or a pig? It's a wolf pig. It's a wolf pig.
It's a wolf.
Look at its rear end. That doesn't look like a wolf. Looks like a pig. You reckon it's just its front legs? Oh, I suppose it is. I thought it was a wolf pig. I might buy a piece of art. Go in our house. I mean something.
You want to say one of theirs? I'd smash it big time.
Nobody wants ice cream. What's wrong with you two today? Nothing is normal today. Yeah, that is a bear, isn't it? Or is it a panda? A panda bear.
Well, a panda is.
That's what I mean, panda bear, yeah. If you look at it from this angle, it looks like a panda but in green. It's cool. I love that as well. Well, if you were rich, you could just get these shipped, couldn't you? Oh, there's another one there. Get two, Ellie. Oh, she's gone. Where's she gone? Where's she went? She must have gone up. Must have gone up. It's not in there. They're nice, aren't they? No, madam. No. Okay, whatever. I'm not allowed to film it, apparently. In case I copy it. I would have bought something like that. Spoke to me like that. No, madam. She didn't tell you what. Oh, probably because she can't. That's not what I call being welcomed with a smile. He said everybody would welcome me with a smile. Oh, look at the pear with the big bottom. Yeah. It does have can we find her then or not? How's she gone?
Let's see.
It's like technical hitch. I like the gorilla face. That's me, look, being pulled up by you. That mirror at the bottom.
It's not the water fluctuating.
Oh. Oh yeah. Good for you. So why do you try telling me you've just gone on that one? I said, oh, I've just been in there on the way back down because you're in a panic because you'd lost us. A cork thing. Yeah, for fishing people like you out or for getting so you can have a drink. That's where he said the water was coming from, didn't he? So you just have a drink. It's a fresh spring coming from the mountains. That's where spring water comes from. Yes. Oh, that water's not drinkable. Non-potable. Oh, I wouldn't bother. But that's what it's there for. It's not worth bothering with, is it, in case? But he did say, didn't he, there'll be a man filling bottles. Except he's not here. Oh, look at it, it just goes on and on. Amazing. No, I'd love to come back. I could spend all day looking around the shops.
You have 10 minutes.
I know, you're the one that wanted to come up here. Is there another way back? No. I wonder if that one meets the street that we went.
No, steps up there.
Okay. Has she gone now?
J'ai été à la fête de Gand.
Well, I'll take you to the water park tomorrow and I'll get the taxi back in. What now? Beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. Now you understand my obsession with art. Art isn't just for fuddy-duddies, art is something that creates the mood with you. That bag is amazing. Isn't it? Like a bellows. Yeah. Art doesn't have to be just a picture on a paper. Now, did you guess what Fred had? Where did you go? Was it my imagination or is she doing disappearing acts today? Yeah. She's doing it on purpose? What's the matter with her? She's not normally like that. She's normally really clingy. Pardon. Look at that. Wow. If only walls could talk, eh? That wistaria's been growing for like decades. Centuries. There's a dog in there. Look at them. They're very ethereal, aren't they? Cherries are a bit cherry-like. Oh, I wish I'd been an arty-farty person. It's beautiful too. Oh, it was bad. Yeah. I didn't notice the lipstick on the way out. Yeah. It's like little and large things, isn't it? It's like a play on. Even these are done by, that's Matisse or somebody. These things here. Hello, Pooch. You're actually not too far from here tomorrow in the water park down the road, so I think I might just leave you there. You come in? No, that's the shop where I got told off. Not like treatment like a freezer. That's drinkable water. That's the one he was talking about inside the gate.
How do you drink it?
Potable water, drinkable. Yeah. Over. We'll talk about spring water. It's freezing cold.
Freezing.
Comes out of the ground, darling. Comes straight out of the ground. As pure as you can get it. Gorgeous looking. Oh, lovely taste. Straight out the mountain. Oh, thanks for spreading that around. I think we've all got our own water juice. Ellie, I was thinking tomorrow I'll leave you two at the water park and I'm going to come here. Because I'd rather be here than at the water park. The water park's just down the road. So I'll get the taxi man to take me to the water park, dump you two there, and then I'll be up here. Yeah, that'll be the answer. What an amazing place. How do you...